law enforcement. We're arresting more people than previous spring breaks, and we're taking more guns off the street during this particular spring break. I know there's been some discussion about whether or not race is driving our arrest numbers, whether race is driving policing a spring break. But I can tell you, as a senior official in my organization, I would never permit that to happen. What's driving our police action, what's driving our police and arrest numbers is bad behavior.
Well, that is Miami Beach Police Deputy Chief Wayne Jones talking about whether race is a factor and how the city has responded to the spring break crowds. He says, as you heard, absolutely not.
Rapper and community activist Luther Campbell does not feel that way. As always, he's as opinionated as he wants to be. He says the blame goes beyond the partiers.
Here's what Uncle Luke had to say to Jim DeFede about the chaos on South Beach.
Is the government using the same handbook? Basically, that handbook consists of creating a police state, having no organized events, just allowing a complete free-for-all.
You saw this coming. I mean, talk to me about the red flags that you raised. Was it like 2 or 3 months ago?
Correct. 2 or 3 months ago, I had a conversation with them. I was actually invited to the conversation by Pastor Gary Johnson. And, I sat on a phone call, and on that phone call with the mayor, chief police, some other chiefs, I think it was the acting city manager. And right then I raised my hand and I said, look, if you don't do anything this week on spring break or Memorial Day weekend, it's going to be catastrophic for you guys, because you're talking about a situation where people have been locked up in the house for almost a year, and they're going to come running out to the beach. So I said, look, you need to have events on the beach. You need to open up these hotels and have events at the hotels. You need to have seminars and speaking engagements. You need to let them have their fraternity step shows and all that. Make it a college-friendly event.
Well, it almost seems naive in the sense that if we don't program anything, nobody will come. The people were coming anyway. So the question wasn't, do we invite them to come to the beach or not invite them to come to the beach? They were coming to the beach. The question became, what do you do with them once they're here? Is that your point?
That's my point. I mean, the city of Miami Beach have a great working relationship with the hotels. They can tell in a matter of minutes how many people are coming and where they're coming from based on the occupancy at the hotel. So they already know that these kids are pre-planning way ahead of time. So your numbers went up in the hotels during the pandemic. So again, if there are things that as government can do if you don't want to have this event, if you don't want to have people over there, you just tell the hotels your occupancy is at 50% or 25%. You then, at the same time, you just, you say you're going to have an 8 o'clock curfew. And that's what we're going to do. Or you close it down, no different than what you did in the beginning of the pandemic. So they can't hide behind the fact that, okay, because it's a pandemic, we want to not schedule any events. They made that decision on that phone call that they did not want to have events during this time or Memorial Day weekend, and they wanted to then have events the following year. And I told them that it's going to be a disaster.
And what was their response to you when you told them that?
Well, we'll do a follow-up meeting. That's how the politicians do. They love to have a follow-up meeting.
Was there a follow-up meeting?
No follow-up meeting. Jim, they need to stop it, because us as African Americans, we don't like to see our kids get shot. We don't like to see our kids in the street fighting and doing crazy things. We don't like it. There are numerous amount of events around the country that African Americans have, whether it's Caravana in Toronto, whether it's Ebony Fashion Week in New Orleans. We do great events around the country. It's so sad that Miami Beach can't get itself together.
When you look at those images on the beach, not just in terms of the failures of government, but how do those images make you feel?
The images that I see, when, early in the week of 5 police officers picking up and slamming an African-American student, not some random person, a student picking them up, 5 people, throwing them down on the ground. And then with a clear understanding as the world that we live in right now. Most of those kids are the kids that were doing the protesting around the country, wherever they came from, of George Floyd. We live in a real toxic time right now that people need to really take into consideration that most of these kids, and they're not just black kids, they're black and white and everything. We look at the images, these kids have basically no respect for government and no respect for the law. They look at everybody as a situation of rebellion against government because they understand that government is just not fair.